Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Mutant Year Zero Road to Eden, where we are now looking for the head gear man. We're looking for this dude Hammond. He went off somewhere, he didn't come back.
Crazy pig. Yes, Mr. Elder. Sign us up for a suicide mission, Mr. Elder. Did you forget there's like a cajillion ghouls out here who want to kill us?
Nobody gets to kill you but me now. Shut the duck up and keep moving.
I'm telling you, Borman, ain't no happy ending in this story.
Stalkers don't get happy endings. We get each other. So watch my back.
It's going to be hard for me to do from up here, but I get what you're saying. So we're a little bit less directed now. I mean, I guess we're headed toward this cabin. But my point is, I'm going to keep looking everywhere, all the time, obsessively. What if we were to miss a small amount of scrap? I'm not sure I could handle it. Oh, Zone Dog. Okay, hey, Borman. Hey, Borman, keep up now, man. Alright, let's try to sneak up on that. It has 10 health, which is not great. Seems to be alone, though. No, it does not. Never mind the thing I just said. It was a lie. Okay, so 10 health is an amount such that we could definitely kill it with both of our guys, but that just means that two of them being around is a bad deal for us. Let's... That other one's pretty far away. We might be able to do this. Well, you know what? Borman's gunshot is probably going to bring the other one running, though. You know, it's pretty far away. Let's just run up on him. So, is this a situation where I want to use my stinger instead? Since we know that we're not going to be able to maintain stealth anyway? Maybe. Shot's pretty good from right here. We don't exactly know what the chance to ignite does, right? How much damage it is? It applies a damage over time thing. I think we don't know how much. Yeah, if we know we're going to have to use Borman anyway, we may as well go loud right away. Chance to do slightly more damage. Surprise!
Yeah. Okay.
Well, hopefully he will take the burn damage at the beginning of his turn and not the end, because if he takes it at the end, he's probably going to get to attack us. Never mind, I did 4 damage. He has 6 health left. We're just going to... Oh, you know what? I have to get really close to be able to guarantee a shot with this thing, though. What about with my stinger? Okay, my stinger is effective at a much greater range. So, if the fire does at least 2 damage, then this is fine. I'm going to try hitting it with the stinger, in part because I'm kind of curious how the fire works. I sort of don't want to kill it here. I want to see what this fire debuff actually does. It looks like it took 1 damage at the beginning of its turn. Which means that we don't have to worry about it anymore. It is now done for. And this guy seems to have run close enough for me to just hit him full blast. Wow, that is an upsetting looking creature. So unfortunately, he does have... Oh, no, never mind. He has 4 health left. I'm looking at the bars, and apparently, it's already late enough in the evening that I can't count. Also, Dux is at 1 health. So apparently the combat's going to be, like, relatively tough. Okay. This would seem to be a good time to go ahead and pop one of those med kits. You know, I didn't buy any of those when we were in town, thinking that it seemed like we were doing all right. I am immediately worried. Also, hey, look at that. Knee shot. Alright, I think we probably have to buy both of these things to unlock the wings. I am eager to get those wings. And you... Let's see. I'm not super wild about the taunt, but we do, after getting it, earn the ability to summon... Earn the opportunity to buy the ability to summon untapped and extraordinary primal strength to charge into our enemies, even through walls. Enemies hit by this are knocked out for 1 turn. Honestly, that sounds pretty cool. That said, given the amount of damage we're taking, maybe it is a good idea for us to throw something into health. You know what? I'll buy stats with Dux's next point. I'm gonna save up for actual abilities with Borman. For now, let us simply continue forward. I assume these dogs did not have any loot. Also, man, they really burn, huh? So we either have to be more careful or we have to get real good at finding medkits. Hey, you. Oh no, you have a hand grenade. Just sitting here in a lawn chair with my hand grenade, you know, as you do.
These abandoned campsites always get my feathers twitching. Hundreds of them out here. All full of ghosts, shivering in the cold.
Yeah, it seems like the end came real quickly. Caught some people unaware. Okay, weapon parts. I'm extremely happy to find weapon parts. Also, man, there's just stuff everywhere, huh? Seems like whoever was stalking in this area before was extremely not thorough. Or there's some kind of weird scrap metal Santa Claus who comes through and restocks all these areas periodically. Or maybe that dude in the lawn chair is, like, of religious significance to some of the zone ghouls, and all that stuff over there was them, like, bringing him offerings.
Check Hammond's cabin like the Elder asked us to.
Yeah, I'm doing it. Where am I here? Okay, this is a different exit. Oh, apparently I actually can't even go that way. Sure looks like a doorway, doesn't it? I have to wonder if maybe I can't go that way for the moment. What is this? Huh.
Oh, whoa, check this thing out. It must have crashed. Look at this symbol on the side. It's like a star.
Well, that's certainly something. Hold on, there's some scrap behind it. Probably this is meaningful if you're familiar with the RPG setting. Or if you just like to buy stuff with scrap metal. Also meaningful to us. What a weird thing. Kinda satellite, one assumes. Yeah, apparently we want to do a quick perimeter of every area, because it seems like there's an awful lot of stuff along the zone walls. Oh, what have we here? Fair amount of HP, but only level 5. Oh. Wonder if we can get on top of that building.
Good news is we reached Haven's cabin. Bad news is there's 2 friggin' ghouls casing the joint.
Ooh, more than 2.
But there are no secrets. Where are the secrets? The ones in the north will catch Hammond and squeeze the secrets from his head. Hammond will tell us what the junk is for. The junk is for us. All of it.
Alright, well, I'm not overjoyed by the fact that they know Hammond's name. Guy's wandering around a little bit. It would be really cool if he would come out of the awareness zone of the others. Which, actually, I think he is now doing. This looks like an opportunity to me. Oh. Alright, what's my shot like from right here? Not quite good enough is the answer to that question. Alright, a little patience will, hopefully help us not get murdered here.
Get over here.
Alright, 2 10 health enemies, presumably both of whom are actually armed. Although, with them being so far apart, we'll be able to kill one before the other one's aware of us, or rather, killing one will make the other one aware of us. So we probably won't have to endure more than 1 attack. We want to start with the hunter, maybe? I'm just thinking him being able to take cover inside the building is going to be a little bit of a shame for us, so maybe it'd be nice if he died right away. We can't really get to an area where we have a super clean shot on him, though. Hold on, let's walk back around this side of the fence. Can we get in any closer on the shaman here? Yeah, this isn't terrible. Pretty curious about that that telescope there. It is glowing purple. Alright, let's go for it. So, once again, we find ourselves in a position to have to fire loud guns. So I suppose we ought to start with the loud guns. We also ought to start by getting close. This is half cover with a 100% hit chance.
Now it's getting fun.
That's a shame. If I'd gotten him for one more point, we wouldn't have to have Borman attack him. I think we probably want to use the stinger here so that we get some decent range. Alright. So he has like a rifle. Oh! But he chose not to fire. Apparently his movement range is pretty poor. I guess he had to spend all of that turn moving, which is going to make it pretty easy to do this thing. Just run right up on him and shoot him in the face. I don't know if we block each other's line of sight, though, so let's have Dux go first. Remarkably, this lawn chair doesn't provide me with any cover at all.
Yeah, I did that. What do you think about that, huh?
Dux, you don't have to shoot him and taunt him. Just one of those things will suffice. Look at him with his laser sight and his fancy rifle. Hey, granted, we don't actually know that it works. EMP 30. 1 additional crit damage, chance to disable robotic enemies. An Enclave power brick, which when equipped will give a chance of the weapon emitting electrical projectiles. These can be used to do additional damage to mechanical enemies. Wow, Elvis pretty much just restated this text here. He's not doing a great job of chronicling at all. Alright, did we actually get the loot from that other guy? I think we did. Oh, wait. Stop crouching now. Yeah, okay. Let's have a look at that telescope before we go inside. Seems significant. Oh, I'm sorry. Let's have a look at that far looker. This tube-like object gives its user the ability to view distant objects up close. Might also come in handy as a weapon if you get in a tight spot, although using it the one way probably precludes using it the other way ever again.
This is Hammond's far looker. Let's bring it back to prep before the ghouls take it.
That name is all wrong. It should be a smallifier, because when I looked into it,
We'll get back to the dialogue in a second here. As the seasons pass, I'm forced further out into the zone to find even the most basic of objects. From time to time, I stumble across the odd hidden place, even in locations I imagined were already cleaned out by stalkers seasons ago. One such place is to be found due west of the fallen machine. There appears to be the remains of an ancient camp, complete with transportable hut. The location is currently home to a pack of zone dogs, who for some reason tolerate my presence near their breeding grounds. They pick off wandering ghouls, and I leave them alone. This unusual symbiosis works for me quite well. West of the fallen machine. Well, I imagine the fallen machine is that satellite thing, right?
Amazing what the ancients could make.
It is kind of amazing, honestly. Every once in a while, I look around and just think, wow, everything here is amazing, and we are so ancient.
Zone ghouls stripped this cabin clean. Almost everything useful was gone. But it's a good thing ghouls can't read. They ignored the diary hidden inside Hammond's desk. Me and Dux aren't big readers either. But we look for answers in the diary. And all we get is more questions. Hammond writes how he found the crashed machine near his cabin. He's convinced the machine was sent as a message from a mythical place beyond the zone called Eden, where everybody's happy and safe. When Hammond sees another machine fall north of here, he takes his stalker crew up there to find it. I close the diary. Here's the problem. Eden's a fairy tale. Some bedtime story mutants believe in, so they can get to sleep at night. So either Hammond is onto something, or his brain's got the rot, and he's about to kill a bunch of good stalkers. Guess we gotta find out. Me and Ducks have to go north. Farther from home than we've ever been. It's dangerous. Ducks thinks I'm crazy to press on. I don't disagree with him.
Well, I suppose we gotta do what we gotta do
I
here.
don't care about some stupid Eden. But we need to find Hammond. And if he's going north, we're going north.
If he's going north, that makes him a grade A certified loony. No one goes up there, Borman. And what's with those 2 stalkers he took with him? They should know better.
They're following orders, just like us. The Ark can't run without Hammond, so we're bringing him back. Especially with ghoul packs coming this far south. Wonder what they're planning.
Ghouls are too dumb to plan. Someone's pushing them down here. I'm feeling in my feathers.
Okay, I guess the ancient camp due west of the fallen machine is just this building that we already checked out. Alright, let's have a quick look at our map here. So beyond Hammond's cabin, the something or other. This is the crash site that we are supposed to be investigating. Level 20 sounds a little bit beyond me, but I suppose we still have to find a way over there somehow. Well, maybe we'll actually be allowed to use that thing that looked like a doorway? If not, I don't know where else in here we would go. I guess I have mission objective markers on my compass that I could just follow. So yeah, it looks like the goal is, in fact, that we go through here. Wait, what is this green marker? There's something I missed at the camp? That takes me back to the Ark outskirts. Why? Hold on. Do I have... What are currently my objectives? Yeah, this is the only thing appearing on this list. I guess maybe that indicator is just telling me there's an exit in this direction. And then over here we have a yellow and a green because this is objective and exit. That's probably all it is. Well, I suppose this is the way we're going then. I think we're fairly clear, fairly thorough here. Okay, yeah, it looks like we're actually going to have to do quite a bit of traveling to get up there. Maybe we'll be near level 20 by the time we get there. It does seem like an awful lot of XP to gain, though. Oh good, this way is Tingberg. And Naptorp. I've always wanted to go to Naptorp.
We've never been this far from the Ark before. Talk about undiscovered country, huh? You think we finally left the ghouls behind? Yeah, me neither.
You know, Ducks, your attitude is Whoa. What was that? That was... Maybe it was just a bird. Maybe I just saw a bird. Okay, everything's fine. Probably it was just I saw a bird, and I panicked because I was thinking about... Huh. Okay. The game's atmosphere is having an effect on me, I'll say that. What have we over here? Alright, weapon parts. Excellent. Now, I assume...
Is that a beautiful woman I see before me? Wait, I know that beautiful woman. She's a stalker.
Stay right there. Who are you?
You're Selma, right? You're a mutant like us, on Hammond's team.
Do I owe you money?
No.
Did I kill your brother?
No.
And Selma I am. Who are you?
I'm Dux, and he's Borman. Hello? Like the only walking duck and boar in the whole Ark? Come on.
That's funny. I think you've mistaken me for someone who gives a duck. I've got to catch up to Hammond before it's too late.
You're part of Hammond's crew. How did you get separated?
It was weird. We were all hearing strange voices. Not from the zone. in our heads. And that's when the ghouls ambushed us. After the fight, I was somehow blinded, paralyzed. I could barely move. I told Hammond I'd catch up to him when it wore off. 2 long, rough days. But I'm better now. He headed up north to a crash site to find some metal ship. Says it was sent from...
Eden, I know. Do you believe him?
If Hammond thinks there's an Eden, there's an Eden. Believe me. You guys are trying to find him too? And we can work together.
This is insane. You want to go more north? Into Ghoul Central? They'll kill us.
A lot of ghouls have tried to kill me, but I'm still here. So, am I part of your team or what?
Hey, anybody who can hold a gun is welcome. Speaking of which, can you hold a gun? Yes, you have an ancient silenced pistol, and we have an extra scattergun. So, I am immediately trusting you with our valuable gear. We do have anything else? I suppose actually everybody should have one of these. No sense in having empty grenade slots, right? Went to all the trouble of buying them. Probably ought to be holding them. Okay, so now we have 2 silenced weapons, which is cool. Let's check out her mutations. She has 7 points right now. Health booster, throwing range, health, throwing range, and health. Okay. So she can taunt enemies. She can reach high places by simply moving or sprinting in combat. Your leg tendons have become mutated, making them thicker and stronger. That actually seems really useful. Let's get that right now. Boy, it seems like mutating is maybe not super fun. Yeah, but they always come out the other side, alright. May as well grab this since we're gonna have to. And honestly, like, the 25% reduction in accuracy probably isn't a big deal anytime we get to fire from a raised position, right? And then, Borman, we're still saving for you. Alright, well, I was saying something when we ran into her, and I stopped talking so that I wouldn't talk over the dialogue, and now I don't remember what I was saying. Presumably, it can't have been that important, because if it was, then why would I have been the one saying it? Oh, what is this now? That is definitely a... Huh. Okay, I'm almost certain I saw, like, actually saw something that time. Like a person. Also, what on earth? Oh, okay, that's a big red awareness zone there. There's a lot of stuff going on here that I'm not all the way filled in on just yet. Evacuation guidelines. Only bring essential items. Non-essential items will not be loaded onto ferries. Now, this is some before-time stuff, huh? Warm, waterproof clothing, ready-to-eat tinned or dried foods, basic tools, medicine, first aid supplies, no pets, no personal items that will not fit into a shoebox. So yeah, it's an evacuation route. This is certainly a before-time map. Well, maybe somebody will think this is cool and will trade us something for it. So we're almost certainly supposed to go that way, which means I'm going to run this way first.
Path through the forest. Hard to notice.
Not really that hard to notice. Okay, that's ominous. Was this me? This was not me. I would never have left a sparkly thing. I probably, once again, probably should be anybody but Borman. Anybody who has a silenced weapon. Yeah, we definitely were not here yet. You can tell, because there's a living enemy.
Wow. We're gonna have one hell of a flea market with this junk. Look at these weird machines. Where do you think they come from?
Okay, 2 zone dogs. So, I definitely want to get up onto that raised position up there, but not enough space up there for multiple people. Sorry, not for everybody. It looks like probably enough for 2.
Wait here.
You guys just chill here for a second.
Elder Almighty, I've seen some crazy shit in the zone, but this takes the bullet. This house must have belonged to some small people. I mean, small. That is just the weirdest.
Yeah, it's fairly weird, I guess. Okay. What is her weapon's damage like? 4, 5? Alright. So it's still going to take us 3 hits to take down a zone dog. We're probably not going to be able to do it with entirely silenced weaponry. My suspicion is that the zone dogs will not do a spectacular job of getting up here to attack us, though. Let's see, we want to do this when they're pretty separated and we have nice clean shot. This is looking like, first of all, a pretty good opportunity, and secondly, a time when we really need to shoot because he's about to see Borman. I was hoping for a lucky crit there. Well, I mean, basically, the only play here is we just run right up on it and shoot it point blank with this thing, right? And then maybe we can set ducks on Overwatch for the other one.
Yeah. Sweet.
I assume that it will have heard that, yeah. Alright. Honestly, not a terrible shot here. We haven't had a chance to try Overwatch yet, though. I have no idea how Overwatch works. Also, I guess if we're going to just shoot at it now, we may as well shoot it with the loud weapon. Alright, please tell me you cannot get far enough forward to attack. Awesome.
Bingo.
Okay, well, that is under control. Although there's no reason not to shoot him with Borman as well.
Gotcha.
Cleanly done.
Yeah, that fire thing is pretty handy. Adding 1 extra damage to our attacks when we're talking about attacks that are doing like routinely 4 to 6 is a pretty significant percentage increase in killing power. Yeah, I mean, we're leveling up pretty quickly. Maybe it's not crazy for us to be 20 by the time we get up there. Alright, Dux is going to need like a whole lot more mutation points before he's ready to learn to fly. And you, similarly, are going to be waiting a little bit.
Follow me.
Alright, well this is pretty out of our way and also guarded by enemies that could be a little scary, so hopefully we're looking at some pretty good loot out here. Where does this go? Okay, that goes we don't know where. You know what? It's east, though. It's the wrong way. Where's my map? Yeah, that'll be this. Probably not worth heading toward, although maybe we need the extra... Maybe we need to go out of our way to try to get enough XP to be strong enough to handle whatever we're going to find on the road to Eden, or at least the road to discoveries about Eden. Plus 20% critical chance from high ground. Well. An ancient headpiece that offers little to no protection. Probably used to increase the height of shorter individuals in an attempt to raise social standing. You know, that's not that far off. I guess she could take it, like, she and Dux should definitely be the ones who have the hats. Hats that we found are not really direct combat things. Yeah, also, this place is loaded with scrap. So I guess let's check out this area, since we're over here. See what lies beyond the zone wall here. It might be a thing that we're not supposed to come back to until, a thing that we're not supposed to do until later, but also it might be an area that we never have to come back to and just serves as a little bonus for people who want to explore. You know, packed with loot and easy experience. Also, as long as we're wishing, maybe it will be wall-to-wall scrap, and also there will be a pony for each of us. Fallen Angel. So it looked like from the icon on the map that we're going to see a crashed helicopter here.
And she told me about this ancient machine she had seen out in the zone, not too far from here. She said it looked like it had fallen from the sky, crashed into the ground, and it spread more than enough scrap around for us.
We just walked into the wrong goddamn crash site. Ghouls.
Okay, relatively simple ghouls at least. She is going to get us caught. There are other enemies around, but they're pretty far off. I think we can probably do this safely. Just gotta move exactly far enough forward to get my 100% hit chance.
Sorry about that.
They had it coming.
You sneak around, you be kind of inept, you get caught, and then you murder people for the crime of catching you. It really is like Hitman.
Over here.
Before Grey One knows we're gone. Look at these things.
A lot of enemies.
Grey One will love us, make us her favorites. Grey One is our leader, not our friend. She sees these goodies, she takes them, kills us. Ah, stick it up your nose hole. Grey One is a weak old hag. Oh, I hope she didn't hear that. Did you hear that? I'm sorry, Grey One.
Well, that's certainly interesting. So a guy patrolled off over here somewhere. Ah, this guy. Nope, not this guy, but also let's kill this guy. So, 2 real enemies and a zone dog over there. Another one bites the ducks. Man, I don't know about you, dude.
Come on.
Sometimes Duck seems like the clever one, and sometimes he says stuff like that. Hipster fruit tester. Yep, okay. Power brick that has an image of fruit etched on one side, and continuously displays a flashing power battery icon on the other. This was used to determine the ripeness of fruits. Chroniclers say that this device had a secondary music playing function, which required some earpieces to be attached to it, and also probably got YouTube videos demonetized, just a
An
guess.
image of a rot pear. This looks like a testing contraption for fruit.
I heard stories about singing fruit that could make music. Is this somehow related?
Why the hell would anybody need to test fruit? You either eat it or you sling it at some bozo's head. A bozo like you.
Okay, so I'm not wild about fighting this guy over here, because it probably means that we're going to be pulling in enemies from over there, right? We're going to reveal ourselves on this turn. We don't do enough damage, even with critical hits from our silenced weapons, to take him down. Yeah, we're just going to have to get a little bit loud. Well, we probably have the range advantage over a zone dog. Oh wow, that's a lot of guys. Maybe we shouldn't do this at all. Maybe I should just skip combat. We need more damage. We need to be able to do a little bit more damage with our ranged weapons. Yeah, let's just not do anything here. Wait for this guy to walk away and then sneak in back here. I don't think we are in a position to fight 3 real enemies and 2 zone dogs at the same time. And that's assuming we would get this guy down, which I guess is pretty likely. Alpha level clearance only. Article 1. In the event of a compromised government, key holders will be summoned to location Theta. Orders will then be issued depending on the level of emergency. Article 2. In the event of a hostile infringement by foreign or internal parties, key holders will be summoned to location Nova. Key holders must be accompanied by at least 5+ enforcers. Huh. Well, an awful lot of before time stuff that we really have no way of doing anything with. Interesting as a curiosity, not much more. Oh, he's coming back around. Maybe? Maybe not. It does seem like maybe I should be a little bit more powerful before coming here, doesn't it? Like there's probably not any more scrap over here. Yeah. Or maybe you're just intended to avoid this. Or maybe you're intended not to be such a big baby and just fight them. I don't know. You know what I like a lot about this plan, though, is it keeps us all alive, and it doesn't eat into our supply of med packs. Yeah, see, we're getting a lot of these scenes where it seems like people were just hanging out, and then everything went horribly awry. To figure out why. So we could exactly kill this guy if we got critical hits on both of our weapons. I should probably have, you know what? When we get back to the Ark, maybe I'll move the fire thing over onto one of the silenced weapons. Because a little bit of extra damage would be really useful. Seems like we are able to get everything of value out of here without having to fight, though. So, on our minimap, I only see, or on our minimap, on our compass thing up there, I only see the one exit. I guess this really is just a dead-end area with some loot and XP in it. Well, I mean, I'm glad we came over here. Can always use more scrap. And there sure is an awful lot of it just kind of sitting around on the ground in the middle of nowhere. Almost seems suspicious, doesn't it? Like, for real, who's putting all this stuff out here? Alright, we'll come back to the Fallen Angel. Wait a minute. Hold on. I'm remembering a note that said... Remember there was a note in the first episode. I don't have access to a log of our notes or anything, do I? No, there was a note in the first episode that said that some stalkers were looking for a blowtorch or something. Did that note mention a fallen helicopter? I think it might have. Man, now I kind of want to go back. Well, alright, now let's continue on for now. It seems like we'll be able to come back and explore again later if we want. And honestly, if it's a thing where I actually have to engage those guys in combat, I wouldn't be able to do it right now anyway. We really do need to be a little bit more powerful. Or we need to get like a third silent weapon so that all three of us can participate in stealth ambushes or something. I wonder how hard that's going to be to come by. You know, there's something about these, like, post-apocalyptic scenes of wrecked and overgrown vehicles. Oh. Alright, we'll have to be careful about that. But, like, abandoned roads and wrecked and overgrown vehicles and stuff that, you know, gives us sort of a calmness. Obviously, that calmness is a little bit more effective when there's not hung bodies drooping off of lampposts. Does sort of ruin the effect. Or, I guess you could say, successfully gives a whole different sort of effect. So, this guy with the horn looks like it is not just a horn, but like a full-on music box. Also,
You on the truck! Ugly face! You see anything out there? No, there's nothing out there. It's the zone! And stop calling me ugly face! Look at your face! I can't look at my face, it's my face! Now
good point.
put your eyes out there and look for intruders.
alright, so these guys are considerably tougher. Maybe the other way was the right way to go to find ourselves a little bit of toughness. A bit of XP. We can probably take this butcher, though. I'm not sure what him being level 10 actually means. But, like, we can do 8 silent damage. He's got to get to positions where we can get the guaranteed hits. I don't think he's in anybody's awareness. That hunter up there might see if we take him. If that happens, I don't know what we'll do. Possibly run. Oh no, Borman was caught sneaking. Alright, buddy, just dig in. You're good. Everything's gonna be okay. Your buddy Dux is gonna take care of it somehow. Huh. Why am I getting such crappy hit chances? I was not expecting... Oh, I think he's getting cover against me. Well, that makes this bad. Yeah, shoot. So in a lot of these games, people like press up against cover objects and stuff. I gotta get used to the fact that in this game, they are not going to do that, but it does not necessarily mean they are not benefiting from the cover. Well, I'm not so worried about the damage, although obviously the damage is bad. Mostly what I'm worried about here is that this guy is going to alert everybody else, and then we're going to have a really hard time surviving. Also, I'm a little worried about the fact that I can't really get any cover anywhere. No chance to hit. Ugh. Yeah, there's very little cover to go around. Kind of have to just walk here in the open. Well, probably best for me not to throw a grenade. Let's just roll the dice on the 25%. Okay, got lucky.
Woo! Yeah!
Selma, shh. We're trying to be stealthy here. Alright, I'll take that. Y'all should probably come with me. Medbot. Alright, our first robotic enemy. Come on, something awesome. Oh, well, alright. Where is immune to critical hits? Lightly padded defensive clothing used during ancient gladiatorial stick fighting tournaments. These duels were often staged upon ice to increase participants' chance of injury or death. You know, that's all basically true. I come from an area where an awful lot of hockey is played, and pretty much all of that rings true to me. Who wants some armor? Probably one of these two, right? They're both pretty weak. I suppose it's a little bit more likely that Selma will engage in close-range combat since she has the scattergun. So enemies with 16 health, it seems like we might have a hard time taking on. We can't really endure very much fire. So I'm reluctant to fight multiple 16 health enemies at the same time. How healthy is that guy over there? Also 16. Well, let's follow the advice of an earlier tooltip and search the zone for more appropriately leveled opponents. Gotta be some somewhere. I do wish that there were better maps of like the little individual areas. I thought I saw the shimmer of loot, but in fact it was just the edge of that guy's vision circle. Thing is, I'm pretty sure that there's not any more enemies in this area that we've missed. So we could walk back across to the other area that we were in. Or I suppose we could just go for it. I mean, I'm not going to be able to go the whole game stealth killing everything I find. But I am a little worried about the fact that, like, that many enemies with health that we can't take out even with all 3 of our people attacking. I think it sure feels to me like that would be biting off more than we can chew. I guess we have grenades. We could use the grenades to try to, especially with the ones that are up on top of that makeshift building, we could just try to blow up the cover and drop them through. But maybe we'd be better off going back the other way and just fighting those enemies that I thought we were not going to be able to fight. Because they're certainly less scary than this. Well, Hammond's cabin is actually, like, definitely the wrong way. I don't know why I pressed E over here. Well, now we get to go back. I do feel like we were pretty thorough here. We need to go east to the Fallen Angel. And you know, once we fight the guys there, maybe we'll find that blowtorch. Or who knows? We can find anything. Sparkmaker, a far looker, maybe I don't know, what would be a cool piece of old technology to find? A rice cooker? That would probably blow their minds. Especially since I bet there's not a lot of rice to go around. Alright, yeah, we're gonna go this way. We are just going to have to pick a fight that I don't think we can win without damage. At some point, obviously, we're going to have to get okay at trading blows, but everybody's health is a little bit low for my taste right at this moment. I worry that we might just lose somebody. And I'm sure that having somebody go down in combat isn't actually like... The character's not going to die, right? Hey, get out of my way. Alright, I was just making sure we hadn't missed anything obvious. They're not going to actually die, right? But I don't know what it will mean. I suppose at some point we're going to have to find that out. But it sure looks like we're not actually supposed to get through that area to the question marks tunnel over there just yet. I think they want us to go to the Fallen Angel and probably fight something. We could also try going back toward the Ark, because right there's a... Oh, right, fast travel. Oh, no, never mind. For some reason I was thinking there was an area over here. Maybe I saw this question mark and was like, oh, you know, unexplored stuff. Would you believe I've already forgotten everything that, that's not the button I want. Already forgotten everything that we learned over here. So there's some enemies over there. I mean, it's a lot of enemies. Let's get inside the plane real fast. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna take our party over here and split off.
Wait here.
Let's put Borman against a tree, like right here. Ducks against a different tree right here. And we'll explore solo, just in case.
Never seen a corpse dressed like this before. Think he piloted this machine?
Oh boy, is that guy's gonna get close enough to just see ducks. Shoot. I guess we're in ambush mode. Because that guy is about to turn his head and ruin everything. Never mind, he totally sees us. Not really a whole lot of about to left here. Well, let's try to drop him fast, but also quietly. I just really need a third silent weapon. Only 5% crit chance. Well, since she didn't crit, we now know that we can't get this kill silently. There's no melee attacks, it doesn't seem. Maybe if I shot him with the knee shot, he wouldn't be able to run and get help. But I bet his weapon isn't silent. So probably he's just gonna reveal us when he attacks us.
Hi there.
You know, if Borman had that charge that can stun enemies, he could just stun this guy for a turn, and then we could use that turn to recharge our other weapons. Recharge is not the word. You know what I mean. We could use that turn to shoot him with the other weapons. Man. Yeah, I guess we're just going live. Let's see what happens.
One and done.
So there are a couple of enemies over here, but I do think that this is a better situation for us. Ooh, Chief. I do think this is a better situation for us than the guys with the 16 health. This is definitely a grenade situation. How much damage do those grenades actually do? 4. Okay, that's certainly interesting. So I'm going to have Ducks just shoot one of them. Somebody else can throw a grenade. But I do want to try to use the fire pistol.
Oh, does that hurt?
Would have been a good time for a crit. So what I really want is for Selma to get out of the way, because I want Borman to be in the spot she's in now. So she's going to go over here and throw her grenade. Alright, what I want is this, and then X. Okay. Oh, hey! The explosion area included the cover that Dux was using. Well, that's not ideal. Trying to zoom back out here. Well, I guess cover doesn't really matter against the zone dog. Let's just take the close one out. And the other one is going to get an attack off. Not a lot I can do about it.
Got that, Rodhead. Nice.
Yeah, that's a small amount unsettling. Alright, Dux is not tough enough to be taking all this crap. Alright, we want to be very careful about advancing on the enemy.
He's lying down again.
Oh, and then we got this pyro. I don't know what's up with that guy.
No sweat on it. Overwatch.
Alright, so they don't seem to have great range. Dux needs to get back here to cover. And can I heal in combat? I must be able to. Yeah, okay. Heal self. This guy has 6 health, so we really do just want to just blast him with the blunderbuss. Which I can do safely from here. I'm a little worried about my flank ability, but I also don't know that we have another option. I kind of destroyed all the convenient cover over there. Okay.
Sleep it up. You did good.
Hey, that dog actually had some gear. We don't really want to run forward because we know they have Overwatch on. Maybe I just reload here? Could throw my own Molotov out. Don't know if a pyro is necessarily going to be vulnerable to that sort of thing, though. May as well reload, since I don't think I'm moving. I'm just going to take the pot shot. I don't think that we have a good advancement here, because the cover is so weird. And I certainly don't want to run this far forward. I'm sure we'll get overwatched. Guy is very, very slowly trying to flank us.
Injury analysis in progress.
Uh-oh. Yeah, that's not great. I wonder how hard it is to put out a fire. Alright, so the good news is the enemies have drawn a lot closer and aren't really in good cover. Bad news is literally everything else about the situation. So we can run and gun Borman up pretty close. Up to here, even? I mean, I don't know if that's a good idea. That's possibly close enough to get overwatched? Maybe. But if I hit this guy for 6, so I hit the pyro for 6, then either of the others can kill him with a single hit. Does put me in range to get hit by the Marauder, but Borman can probably afford to take a hit. I'm going to go for it. We have to reduce the number of enemies here. Turns out I'm not afraid of Overwatch sometimes.
Don't it?
Alright, so who's going to get in range to actually take the shot? We don't quite have the ability to make it to cover, which really sucks. I guess I could try to throw a grenade over there. Wow, got a bit of an arm on him. You know, this grenade actually looks really good. Here's hoping I don't accidentally destroy cover again. Okay. Oh! Oh, he exploded into a real big fire. Well, that caught me off guard. I guess we're just taking the normal shot with her, which means since we're not moving, we may as well reload and then fire. Dickwipe is what she called him. I don't even know what a dickwipe would be. Alright, Borman's got to get out of that fire.
So possibly a guy. Have a nice day.
Okay, I don't know what that is, but that needs to stop happening. He's not going to be able to actually, like, revive that dead guy, is he? That would be a problem for me. So I'm on fire. That's bad. I probably just have to take cover and heal. I'm going to stand outside of the fire on the ground. Yeah, the situation is a little harsh. So that guy has a lot of health. And a lot of armor. I'm not going to be able to hit him hard enough to kill him. Alright, had to hope for the crit there. If she runs up, she can scattergun for non-lethal. But also, like, what choice do I have? I certainly don't have a weapon that's going to actually do the job. So, we're just going to point blank this dude and pray for the crit. 15%. Hey, you know. Didn't really have a lot of other options. I'm hoping... Ooh, wow. Critted him through the cover and everything, huh?
Operating.
Yeah, what I was going to say is I'm hoping that it's not going to resurrect that zone dog right this second. Okay. Well. Does Duck still have a grenade? He does not. Neither one of them has a grenade, in fact. Okay, what we could do here is I could move up. Well, Borman has to heal himself. But Selma's also going to die. Alright, we need to take cover from the chief. And just shoot this dog with the 5 damage weapon right now. Then Dux can finish off the medbot. Borman can heal himself again. It's not awesome. I really need high cover. I suppose I could just run to here. Thing is, I also desperately need to heal. If I run to here, he just flanks me, right? Although he might be out of ammo. Oh, you know what? I do have running gun. I could run and gun, sprint up here. It lets me take any action, right? It doesn't actually, I don't get a tooltip on this. I think it lets you take any action after running. Although, I'm noticing that heal is not even on my bar, so I'm out of med packs. Alright, well. Run and gun up to here and just shoot him with the stinger. I would have to reload the other gun first. Come on, crit.
Some more?
Okay, yes, that is exactly what I was hoping for. And then I'm going to run ducks out in the open, because that's where I have to be to get the shot. In the hopes of distracting him, although I suspect he is probably not going to fall for this. Okay, this is the only gun that has a bullet in it.
Dropped one of us.
Well, now that it's just us versus one guy, this is theoretically going to be a little easier. Foreman's bleeding out. We're close to use a med kit to save them. Can't really do a lot there, except for like the only play we have, right, is kill this guy and then figure it out afterward. Unfortunately, no bullets in any of the guns. Boy, this is an ugly situation. You have a Molotov, which will set him on fire, but, like, that's not good enough.
That all you got?
Granted, what we're doing now also probably not good enough. So I guess we're gonna find out what happens when a stalker dies. Maybe I just completely lose the game? I'll say it doesn't seem super likely, but I suppose it's possible. Alright, if we can get to a position where I can hit this guy 100%, then we win, right? Because, well, no. I guess I'm not guaranteed to set him on fire. Yeah, I can't really afford to get any closer than this. Yeah, we didn't get the fire. Well, he might down someone else here. Yep, he sure did.
Go to space.
Did he say close your eyes and go to space? The good news is, we have a guaranteed kill. The bad news is, I don't have any medkits, so I don't know if this is even going to be good enough.
I am a warrior up in this bitch.
Okay, yes, everybody gets back up. Everybody gets back up, but is at 1 health and we have no medkits. So here's hoping this loot has medkits in it. I mean, there's a lot of stuff laying around. We're probably going to have to go back to the Ark after this. Okay, a medkit. I mean, since we're just going back to the Ark, let's not heal. We'll see if going back to the Ark refreshes us for free. I suspect it will. And then we'll head back out afterward. That got really close. Wearer is immune to crits. That seems like a real Borman sort of item right now. Poor dude seems to get shot a lot. A tough helmet which once protected ancient explorers in their conquest of the unknown. The thick and sturdy construction will protect its wearer against critical hits. Apparently the chroniclers are aware of the game mechanics, which is pretty weird. Oh, also, mutation points. How are we doing on stuff? 4 points, not enough. 5 points, not enough. You could pick up... Okay, no, we don't have to pick up both of the things above a trait to get it. Well, what does this do? Disables enemy movement for 1 turn. Records say that some ancients would talk to their pet plants. The plants would then react to the sound of their master's voice. Somehow, you are now able to do the same, except with trees, which can be commanded to bind their enemies with their twisted roots. Okay, that's pretty weird. I'll take it, though. And then she has access to run and gun. Ooh, and the ability to treat low cover as high cover. I mean, we gotta get run and gun, though. Run and gun's awesome. She's having a rough day. She'll be alright. And then, you know what? For 1 mutation point, let's go ahead and pick up a little bit of health. Turns out we maybe don't have enough right now. Alright, let's finish looting the place, and then we can probably call it there for the moment. Come on, some kind of big, awesome weapon. Big, awesome, silent weapon. A needler pistol. Well, it is silent. A short-range pistol that shoots metal or glass needles. Hurts a lot up close. I mean, it doesn't look like it hurts more than any of our existing weapons, but it is a third silent gun, which I am very excited about, actually. Let's take off your stinger and give you this thing. Alright, now we are going to be way better at ambushing people. Going to be able to easily deal up to 12 damage in an ambush. I don't know how much that's actually going to help us in the area that we have to go to, because a lot of those enemies have 16 health. We're going to have to find some solution. Apparently we're not good enough at fighting to just go through them. Alright, ducks could certainly use some armor. Well, you know, at least now we all have actual gear on, right? Everybody's got something. Any more stuff around here? Nope, and it doesn't look like there was anything of great mission importance either. So the good news is, the game has what appears to be a pretty reasonable fast travel system, so we don't actually have to walk back to the Ark. And we don't actually have to walk out to the front. We were already up here, so I think we've cleared this little submap, except that I'm getting a reading of some sort in this direction. I mean, if it actually is an enemy, is it something I want to deal with? Maybe I don't want to fight anything right now, he says, while continuing to move forward. I mean, we have to see what it is. For it to be showing up on my radar, I assume that I saw it earlier. Although, it does kind of appear to be beyond the zone wall. Maybe it's remembering the enemies that I saw in the other area? No, that can't be. It's southeast of us. Yeah, okay. Must be. Weird. Well, I think that probably this would be a good place to stop. We managed to survive. Just barely. And hopefully we're going to be able to parlay the advantage we got by fighting there into something that's going to allow us to get through the other way. I don't know how, but that's going to have to be it for us for today. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back next time when we hopefully get a little bit better at combat. And we'll see you then.